We used to be extreme kids, now we all got mortgages. We used to be cool, now that time has gone. Get the fuck off our lawn. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to DadBodPod. My name is Andrew, and you're not Brian.
I was going to say, my name is Brian.
Oh, sorry, dude. For those of you that don't know what the fuck is going on, this is Ensign Ethan. Ethan, thank you for being with us, man.
Yes, I'm here.
It's nice to have you back.
Yep, filling in for Brian. I feel a lot of pressure because he's a
large
comedic
shoes
genius.
to feel. Yeah, feel.
I feel his shoes every day.
God, that's weird. Yeah, Brian is out visiting family. He's amongst family and friends in Syracuse, and we were going to try to get him to call in, but he's having too much damn fun. He said, I'm not calling your stupid-ass podcast right now.
He doesn't really care about us.
I don't think that's the case, but we're just trying to make you feel bad, Brian, because we know you're listening. Anyways, I'm glad that you're here, bud. We're going to have a lot of time.
Yup. We're going to have a lot of good time.
We're going to have just a lot of time. I didn't say good.
Okay. A lot of time where I'm like, geez, when is this guy going to stop?
Come on, shut up. But no, we do have a fun show planned for the listeners. We carry on because we are a Darmy, and that's what we do. So, to get started, we're going to go with the top of this list here that I make every week, and it says that I need to apologize. Ethan, do you know what I need to apologize for?
Yeah, you're dumb.
Apparently.
You have a week to prepare these podcasts, and you still miss shit sometimes.
Sometimes,
all
he
the
says.
time.
I miss all of the shit. No, I missed a lot of doctors.
Yep.
I didn't talk about Dr. Quinn.
I don't think you talked about Doctor Who, which
Who?
I feel like would be... Oh, that's good. That's good. He's good, guys.
That's what did I say earlier? It's a wonder we only have 56 subscribers. I don't understand it. This is comedic gold up in here. Oh, gosh. I don't remember the other doctors I missed because I missed them.
Did you get the doctor from Horton Hears a Who?
Oh, no. What's his name?
I don't know. I just made it up.
Really? I'm sure there's a doctor.
Right. But the point is you can just make up shit and then just say, we have a bunch of doctors on our list. Remember the one from Horton Hears a Who?
Oh, shit. I guess. Yeah, but no, because there'd be some jerk off out there that'd be like, there's no doctor.
Actually, I watched that movie at least 2 times a day.
You know, what's funny is as much as I miss shit, and I miss shit, in the back of my head, I strive, and I probably put too much effort into it, but I strive to try to make this as actually proof as possible. And I know that I'm not going to do that with like intelligence because after 27 episodes, I think we've proven that is a severe lacking in my life. Yeah. So we're not going to do it with sheer intelligence, right? So I am going to outsmart you by just covering up every single hole that I make along the way.
Sure. Okay. Well, you're doing great.
You know what? Everybody in Ecuador seems to think so. I got him.
Do you think you have any fans in Ecuador that's like, that's not what you said?
I know I have fans in Ecuador.
Okay.
That's where the Darmies is like located, is in Ecuador.
Yeah.
No. Okay, moving on then. So that was old business. For new business, you know, I've been talking about this for weeks, but Ethan, I need help. I don't know how to do Instagram.
Dude, I got you.
What do you do?
First step is download Instagram.
Okay, I did that.
I didn't.
Oh.
I don't have it.
Oh.
But let's wing it. Here, okay. So what does your Instagram look like?
I don't have one.
So you haven't made one yet.
I literally downloaded
right.
the app and got scared.
So here's the first thing you need to consider. You need a name to brand yourself, right?
DadBod.
That's it?
Duh, that's our name. What are you talking about? That's it.
Okay. I feel like...
Do you know where you are right now?
First of all, you know there's another comedian out there who goes by DadBod.
Don't
right?
care. There's a whole bunch of them. There's a whole bunch of DadBod pods.
Okay, so that means you're going to need a number to come after your name. So DadBod, whatever number. What number are you going with?
42069.
Of course. Yeah. I mean,
duh.
Everyone's going to want to look at that Instagram. Oh, this guy has a great sense of humor. All right, so you got your name. What is your target demographic?
I don't know. How old am I? 38. So I would want to go 25 years on either side of that.
What?
25 years on either side of 38.
You mean 25 years after 38
and
before?
25 years prior, yes. So that'd be from 13 Oh, that's too young.
To 63.
That's a big demographic. We go from like Tiny Tim Pod to Grandpa Pod.
You're off to a great start.
Yeah.
63-year-olds are looking, oh, Dad Bod 42069. That's for me.
They're having a chuckle, man. Listen.
Oh.
Okay, so and then after I get a name and a number, what do I do?
So first of all, you need consistency.
Yeah, well, we
Right.
post every week.
All right, yeah, so that's good. People need to know I can go to DadBod 42069 every Monday, and they're gonna post some ridiculous shit. So what kind of content are you gonna be creating?
Well, my thought was Brian and I make the memes for the episodes.
Yeah.
We were just going to transfer some of those memes over to the Instagram page.
Here's the problem with that. Nobody goes on Instagram to look at dad memes anymore. I mean, if you have a target demographic for like 63 years old, then sure. Like those are
I
the
don't think any 63-year-old are on Instagram. Aren't they on Facebook?
You have not met my grandfather.
No, I've not. I'd love that.
I'll bring him in.
Awesome.
The worst,
Call him up.
the worst special guest you've ever had.
What is this?
How do you talk into the machine?
How does it know what I'm saying? That's funny.
It's like he totally doesn't get it. Like, how does it know what I'm doing?
He doesn't know what to do with his hands. He's like doing this.
He's like trying to do visual cues to the audience and stuff. It's like, yo, they're listening on a phone. It
Or
doesn't
he's
work like
over
that.
narrating, so he's like, I'm sitting here in this white and black chair. We don't need that. We don't. That's too much. Moving
Okay. Sorry.
on. No, go ahead. What did you?
I was gonna say you have to have some guest like that who just doesn't fucking get it. You know, some guy who's what? Okay. Got it. Moving on.
Moving on. State of the Darmy. Listen, I always do this every week. I talk about the numbers and they're growing. Oh my gosh, isn't it great?
Yeah.
We want you to know that if you're listening to it, even if you're not subscribed, you're a member of the Darmy.
Yeah.
You could call us for money and we won't give it to you,
Okay.
but we will ask you for money eventually through Patreon or something, I'm sure. We'll sell some bullshit.
DadBod 42069 Patreon now available. It's like, oh, I don't want to pay for that guy.
What kind of dad bod merch should we get? What do you think?
Listen. So
Yeah?
first of all, you need to get a sneaker deal.
Ooh,
Okay.
with New Balance.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, with you, it would probably be busted Adidas that have tape holding them together.
Don't knock my shoes, bro.
For those of you who are
well
listening,
worn. Now I'm gonna have to put a picture of my shoe
Yeah.
on the podcast.
for those listening that has never seen his shoes before, which
Uh-huh.
is pretty much all of you,
That's everybody. Yeah.
he has what seems to be 20 age-old like Adidas shoes that are taped up around the edge because, like, what did you say? That you were drumming so hard that you
I
ripped?
drummed my way through the bottom,
Yeah.
and so I replaced the bottom with tape.
The laces are like hanging on for dear life.
No, they're not. They're not even, dude. Look.
Oh,
I cut the laces
oh,
off
oh,
and then
yeah.
skipped some holes and
Oh,
tied them
yeah.
together. I'm trying to get a picture for the.
You basically, like, I wouldn't be surprised if you sleep in those and you just wake up and you're like, well, time to get the day started.
No, I don't sleep in them.
Okay.
But this is official dad bod footwear right here. Yeah. Look at that.
How much were those? How much did those go for?
Like that in that condition?
No, I mean,
Brand new?
originally, how did you get them?
75, I think.
$75.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are we talking about this?
Because you said earlier that you don't want to buy new shoes.
I don't.
That's
I hate
not
buying
that's
new
not a
shoes.
huge hit. You can buy shoes for $8 and it's
That's true.
It's workable.
But it's not. Listen, it is not the money.
Mm.
I got money. I can buy shoes. It's not that I'm not broke, poor, or whatever. It is the passage of. It's another marking of passage of time. I've had that shoe.
Ooh.
I've had those shoes. Like I had those shoes when you and I used to hang out,
Okay.
right? So that's a long time.
Mm.
Lot of stuff has happened
Hey,
with
you
those
gotta
shoes.
let go to grow, baby. I'm sorry, I called you baby.
That's okay. I called you Bud earlier, and I was like, don't do that." I do apologize for that. You are
Hey, buddy.
you are my equal in this. You are
Okay.
not. I do apologize. But yes, okay. So I'll get new shoes. Unless the Darmy, you want to give me some new shoes, that'd be great. Send
I'll
your
help
shoe
you out.
pics.
Listen, I'm a sneakerhead.
I know you are. You
Invite
always
me.
come in with the freshest kicks, dude.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's all that. That's all that. That's all that. And that We are talking about family, sort of, today.
Ish.
Yeah, the theme is family, so I push this button when I say the theme. So you guys, this is it's a weird one because we were gonna have Brian call in, our moms called in, and we were gonna interview him and his brother. So the whole theme of the episode is gonna be family. But now I'm just hanging out with my good friend Ethan. So
Your buddy Ethan.
Yeah, you're not my buddy, man. You're my good colleague. Co-worker now.
Oh,
huh?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And you're way better at the piano than I could ever hope to be. So
Listen, I'll teach you. You can be one of my students on your off days.
Ooh, I don't know if I like the sound of that. It kind of hurts my pride. I mean, absolutely. The answer is yes, but don't tell anybody.
We're on a podcast. What do you mean? Don't tell?
Isn't it great that I only have 56 subscribers?
That's
or
true.
whatever?
To be fair, nobody's
Nobody's
gonna
gonna hear this shit.
That's why we were fucking around so much on the last episode, because no one's gonna hear.
It doesn't matter. Did you hear, or have I ever told you my dream scenario though? Like, you know that all the writers and actors are on strike, right?
Yeah,
Did I tell you this scenario? It's gonna happen, dude.
For you?
Yeah.
You're gonna be on strike?
No. The scenario is that the strike goes on so long that the studio execs are desperate for original content. They turn to the YouTube minds.
And then they go.
And then they're like, let's find the smallest, shittiest so that we can make them the worst fucking deal ever.
But then they skip to the last part of the episode and you're like, like you're doing like a Jamaican beat to like Taylor Swift or something.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't know about these guys.
I don't know about these guys. And then there's one exec in the back. He's the actual button pusher. He's the green lighter. He goes,
I already pressed it.
give it to him. I already pressed it.
I already pressed the button, boss.
Damn it. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I usually like to run down these parts, just so everybody's got the plan. So we're gonna talk about history's craziest families. I looked up history's craziest families. It gets a little dark.
I'm excited.
There's explicit content in there. Just heads up.
Here we go.
Then we're going to talk about fictional families, your favorite fictional families. Then we're going to talk about the future of families. I know that sounds weird, but we're going to talk about it. Then we're going to talk about a movie. You ready? Let's do this section.
Do it.
All right, history's craziest families. I'm going to start at the bottom of the list and work up. The first one on my list is called the Bloody Benders. After the Civil War, the Bender family opened up a general store and inn and had all the trappings of your typical family business, except it was run by cold shit. Cold-blooded murderers.
Oh, before you continue, I thought that there was a company completely manufacturing blood.
A family-owned company?
For a good half a second, I was like, they used to sell shit, literally. Okay, continue.
Cooled off by blood.
Okay.
All right, so there was Mama Bender, Papa Bender, John Jr., and daughter Kate. They lured guests into the humble inn.
Oof.
They would sit them in the seat of honor above a trap door. This is real. They would bestow the guest of honor.
The seat of honor.
They would bestow the guest with the honor of bashing their brains in and slitting their throats.
Whoa.
Some of the killings were robberies, others were just for shits and giggles. But after a town meeting to discuss about a bunch of disappearances, the Bender family hightailed it the fuck out of Kansas. Hey. They didn't get time to clean up beforehand, so the townsfolk found literal blood baths left behind.
Gosh.
About 10 bodies in shallow graves. The Benders were never found. Official hide-and-seek champs of the 1800s. The Bender family.
Those were some cold-blooded shits and giggles.
Those were some cold shits and bloody giggles.
Okay. Could you imagine a cold shit? All right, anyways.
No, what? Something wrong with you.
Yeah.
All right, number 7. Soviet serial killers. Soviet
Again with the killers.
cereal snacks.
Okay. Wait, what?
In Soviet Russia, Krispies Rice is you.
I don't get it.
Rice Krispies you. So Russian cereals?
I get the joke, but
they're serial killers.
There's nothing to that entire joke.
There's everything to that entire joke. It's from Family Guy. Brian, help me out. Brian, call me and help me out right now. Brian's laughing.
My name is Brian. All right.
Know-me calls. All right, listen. It all started when a kindergarten teacher decided to go where the real money was. Robbery and murder. They all stab and grab, am I right?
Yeah. I know that too well.
She wasn't alone, though. She recruited her family, the husband, wife, and her adult daughter, and a fucking 13-year-old, all helping out in this grim family trade. The family murdered 30 people over a period of 6 years. Their collage of dead, including cops and children. But all good things must come to an end. The unlikely mob got into a shootout with the police. Both parents were shot, the husband fatally, so they surrendered. The wife, Inessa, told police that she was a gangster by nature, not unlike Coolio, except in her gangster's paradise, it's eye gouging and a bullet to the face. There's no drive-by shootings in this Soviet hood.
Did you say all good things come to an end?
Yeah, that's what this thing says, but all good things must come to an end. It's a poor choice of words, but I didn't write it. I didn't write it. I'm supposed to cite where this comes from. I don't know. www.fucked. That's fucking crazy.com. .org. All right, next is the Phelps family, deemed America's most hated family. The Phelps family make up a large proportion of the infamous Westboro Baptist Church. Fuck these guys, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Until his death in 2014, Patrick Fred Phelps was the leader of the church. Picketing funerals is their game. They hate the gays, the Jews, the Catholics, the military, the White House. Probably be shorter to list the people they don't hate. The Old Testament style God, and that's kind of it, actually. Their kids are dragged along to their protests, and the Westboro propaganda is instilled from a really early age. When asked why they hate anybody or what even that word means, some get confused. I had to skip a thing. That's fine. I'm done. I don't want to give any more time to the Westboro Baptist Church.
I have a question about religion.
Please.
When you're so religious and you believe that everything should be done a certain way, how do you even live life? Like, how do you look at other people? Like, how do you go through your day? Like, all religious people, super religious, that think, like, you have to be like this, you have to act like this, you have to dress like this. Aren't they just angry, like, all day?
Yes, I would also postulate that they're they're missing the point of what religion is, and they're using religion as a justification for their bad behavior.
Yeah. And they also think that everyone should be like them.
Yes.
Yeah. Mostly old people.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's that.
Okay,
Yeah.
Moving on then. The Gray family. The Gray family stayed holed up in their compound in the longest standoff in American history. It lasted just shy of 15 years, and all started when cops found plans to blow up a bridge in John Joe's car along with some high-powered rifles. It's an anarchist picnic in the making. I heard a term the other day that I absolutely loved. Ethan, I would like to officially identify as a gentleman anarchist.
Okay, I'm going to need you to explain a little bit.
Well, I don't like to conform. I don't like rules and shit, right?
Uh-huh.
But I also sometimes like to be fancy.
Okay.
And I like to say fancy things like, hello.
You
Top
like
of
to
the
be
morning
you
to
like
you.
to be fancy and talk about dicks and shit on
Yeah.
a podcast once a week
This
for
ain't
an hour
fancy.
and a half.
This ain't no fancy
Yeah.
podcast. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. It's an anarchist picnic in the making. He was charged with 2 felonies and decided to go for the Texas come and get me approach. His entire family were holed up in the family ranch for 15 years, with the youngest grandchild even being born there. They're God-fearing, gun-toting folk, and they ain't having none of your Huey. When the charges against him were eventually dropped, the sheriff said it was because John Joe wasn't worth arresting. Ouch, that's gotta hurt.
Your delivery on Healy was great. I love how they write these articles.
Yeah, I don't remember what website this is from, but it's good. Good website. Huey. Bunker Brothers. The Bunker Brothers migrated from Siam. We are. Well,
You're
they
gonna
were
have to
originally
apologize for that.
Siamese twins. Siam, the king of Siam.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Getting to know you, the king and I.
We are Siamese.
Yeah, and Lady and the Tramp.
Yep.
Now you have to apologize.
Sorry.
After a decade of circus work, the brothers bought a farm and married a pair of sisters. For a while, the weird clan lived as one happy family, even sharing one giant bed, as gross as that sounds. After a while, though, the sisters had a major spat and demanded to live in separate houses. The sisters scored joint custody of their husbands, where they spent 3 days at one house and 3 days at the other. Talk about an awkward sex life. They used to be able to pretend to be... I don't think I want to talk about this anymore.
Okay.
It gets weird.
Gotcha.
So it's a family. It's 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and they're
they
doing
were
weird
weird.
stuff.
Yep.
Okay, the hookers. Oh my God.
It's about to get weirder.
Listen, somebody send in the producer because nobody pre-read this shit before handing it to me.
You're the one who. Okay.
Don't. That's the magic we talked about, Ethan.
You say producer like you like.
That's the bit. I'm the producer.
Gotcha.
The hookers.
Yep.
This S&M couple came to an arrangement that was 50 shades of fucked up. What the fuck?
You read that like a sassy, like 50 Shades of fucked up.
That sounds like a sitcom trailer.
Yeah.
Whoa!
This summer.
This S&M couple came to an arrangement that was 50 shades of fucked up.
August 24th.
In 1977, Cameron and Janice Hooker kidnapped a young woman to keep as their slave.
Okay.
Now we feel bad for laughing.
I'm still laughing.
Me too. Colleen Stan was held captive by these nut jobs for 7 years, where she spent 23 hours a day in a coffin-type box under the couple's bed.
Oh.
Jesus.
I feel like nut job is an understatement.
Cameron would use her for his whipping fetishes because his wife decided she wasn't so into it. Jesus. Okay.
Moving on.
Oh, it gets worse, dude. We got 2 more.
No.
All right. Here we go. The Fritzl family.
Okay, this is going to be good.
The Fritzl family fun. This sick Fritzl fuck you might have heard of. In 2012, it emerged that Fritzl had kept his own daughter in prison in a basement for 24 years. Jesus Christ.
Where do you get this information? Who writes like this? Continue.
I didn't. We're moving on from that. All right, last one is the cult clan. Listen, all right, all these people are fucks. Jesus.
All you had to say was those 2 first words, and it's
Okay.
abandoned ship.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're going to take a hard left and go on to favorite fictional families. Ethan.
This is a crazy contrast. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I didn't expect it to get that dark. I knew that there was bad stuff in there, but I probably should have stopped at like family number 3 or something. Because once you start fucking with kids, man, then that's not funny anymore. I said with.
That doesn't make it better.
It does too.
Once you start fucking with kids.
Yeah.
No,
I fuck with peanut butter and jelly when I'm hungry.
You said, hold on. You said I fuck with, and I was like, you are on the internet, sir.
I know what I'm doing.
All right.
It's all right. We can cut stuff out if we need to. We won't
right.
cut anything out. All right. Fictional families. What do you got?
Urkel.
That's not a family. That's a person.
What's his last name?
Urkel?
It's the Urkel family?
No. We've never met his family because the family that you're thinking of is the family from Family Matters.
Right.
Urkel was their neighbor. And his name is Steve Urkel.
Perhaps I should have watched that show more. Oh my God. People are going to be listening to this like, what the fuck is this guy talking about?
Get this guy on the podcast.
The Urkel family, you know.
No. Okay.
So wait, where's Urkel's family?
We don't ever meet we only meet him because he's always coming over to the house to try to get with the
Hold
daughter.
on. Head Canyon, fan theory.
Huh?
He's homeless on the street.
No,
and he
he's
hangs
too
out at the
dapper
house.
for that, sir.
Oh, come on. He has like one outfit, right?
Yeah, but it's always clean and pressed.
At the neighbor's house? Think about it.
Hang on.
Okay.
I'm going to look up this family name.
All
I want
right.
to say it's the Winslow family. The Winslow family is... So the Urkel family lives next to the Winslow family.
Sure.
And Steve Urkel.
In a box.
Down in a van down by the river.
Floating down by the river.
All right, well, do you have any more? You came up with a really good one. Go.
The Fresh Princes.
No, not that. Well, okay, that's a good one. Oh shit, the Bankses.
Yeah.
The Bankses. You said the Addams family.
The Addams family.
Do-do-do-do. Yeah, okay, so I have the Flintstones, the Simpsons, the Jetsons, the Griffins, the Spy Kids family, I don't know their name, the Bat
Me
family, so that
Ooh.
includes Robin and Batgirl,
Yep.
McFly's from Back to the Future,
Yep.
the Oblongs. Are you familiar? So there was this cartoon on Cartoon Network on the Adult Swim block
Yeah.
of cartoons, and this cartoon was all about this nuclear family, but it was
Yes, I do remember. Yeah.
it was the Oblongs.
Mhm, yeah.
And then the X-Men, because they're a non-traditional family, and I like
right.
them.
What about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
They're also a non-traditional family, and I like them.
Yeah.
Just not on my list.
Why not?
Because I didn't think about him.
So I just saved you a good apology.
Yeah, okay. Throw it onto the pile of apologies we're going to have to make for this episode.
Transformers.
That's not a family. They're robots.
Fast and Furious.
Family.
I don't got friends.
I'm glad you made that joke because our thumbnail this week is going to be, I'll show it to you, but it's Nomi driving a car.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, moving on then. Those are fictional families. Cool. Let's talk about the future of families. I don't want to get into anything political. I'm pretty sure we offended enough people already with the crazy families
With the
that we
kid
did.
stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Don't say it like that, dude. Come on.
Yeah, the old,
No. What the hell am I doing? Oh, so let's talk about the different kinds of families that one can find themselves in.
Uh-huh.
There's all kinds of ways to get families nowadays.
True,
You
very
can,
true.
you can. I was a test. Did I tell you this? That I was artificially inseminated? Well, I wasn't artificially inseminated. My mother was artificially inseminated.
Oh, no.
It's the alarm.
Okay. I thought someone was going to come in during this conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, no, you never told me that.
Yep. So I don't. Yeah. That's why when on the Father's Day episode, that's why Brian was like, "Oh, I'm gonna start off the episode by what's the best gift you ever gave your dad?" and then he looks over at Mason, and Mason's like, "Well, the best gift I ever gave my dad." And then they looked at me, and I went,
That is rude and funny.
"Yeah,
Yeah.
but only makes sense if you know the context."
Yeah.
So now all the people that are listening to this episode, go listen to the Father's Day episode
So-
and appreciate that joke.
So what is the term for what you're called again? What did you say? It's artificial.
Artificially inseminated, but
When
the-
you say that, it sounds like you're cloned. Like it sounds
I know
like
it
you
sounds
were
way
cloned.
cooler than it actually
Yeah.
is. Test tube baby is the
Yeah, it literally
colloquial.
sounds like someone was like, "My new project is almost ready."
like a MODOK guy.
The world's shittiest podcast will be a thing in the future.
The world's shittiest?
No.
Nah, dude, that's cool. I'll take that.
No.
You didn't say the worst. You said the shittiest. I'll take it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that could be the best worst podcast.
In 38 years, the world's shittiest.
Don't
podcast.
say my age on the internet.
You just said it earlier.
No! It's all right. I'll go. I'll blip that out.
Oh, now you got to ruin my bit too, huh?
What bit?
Never mind. Keep going.
What bit are you talking about?
The 38-year-old bit thing with the guy who's like, in 38 years.
Yeah, that makes sense. It adds to your bit. In your bit, this doctor is creating
Yeah.
a test tube baby and saying that in 38 years he'll be the host of the world's shittiest podcast.
But then you said you're going to cut that out.
I'm not going to cut it out. I'm going to blip the 38.
Oh.
Trust me, I'm not cutting shit out. It's
right.
hard to cut shit out. Moving on. God. Oh, did you know that like with CRISPR and shit, that like people can like pick the genes before they even like become a thing?
Yes.
My mom did something. It wasn't CRISPR, but my mom did something similar. I forget how she'll tell everybody, I'm sure.
Right.
But she rolled the genetic dice in such a way to guarantee that I would come out with blue eyes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
back then it was more like the donor has to have blue eyes, and I think like the donor and the donor's parents have to have blue eyes to guarantee it. What?
it reminds me of a Kevin Hart bit. First of all, are you a Kevin Hart fan?
I'm not a Kevin Hart fan.
Okay, not a lot of people are. I personally am a Kevin Hart fan, but he had a. I completely just interrupted your story, but
That's okay.
He had a bit.
My
where,
co-host is Brian.
Gotcha. Okay. He's not here. We can talk about him.
He's listening. We love you, Brian.
He had a bit where he was away for his wife from a while, and his wife said, "Listen, if you ever get tempted, use a pocket pussy." And he was like, "What is a pocket pussy?" And there's these things, right?
Uh-huh.
And he said he literally went to like a shop and he did like a Build-A-Bear with like he said he had the black ass, the white titties, the Latino mouth.
Jesus.
And that's what that reminded me of. Anyways,
What did I say that reminded you of
you
that?
said you could genetically choose whatever you want for this
Oh,
baby.
yeah. Kinda. It's kind of like, when you play video games and you get to like choose your character,
Yeah.
or like when you make a me.
Yeah.
on the
Create
Wii?
your own character. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that's from. Okay, moving on then.
Moving on. Sorry.
Moving on, let's talk about the familiest movie I could think of. We're gonna talk about Stuart Little.
Yep.
Stuart Little is a great fucking movie,
It
man.
is awesome.
Michael J. Fox. You know why that's a good movie? Because it was
Michael J. Fox.
Well, yes, but it was Michael J. Fox. It was
His Fox?
It was Michael J. Fox's first role after it became public that he had Parkinson's.
Whoa.
And that's why he did a voiceover. Because
That's
obviously
cool.
you can't see his hand when
Yeah.
he does the voiceover. Released in 1999 under a rating of, take a guess. What was it rated? Stuart Little. What do you think it's rated?
PG.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say G, but I was surprised that it was PG. I
Yeah.
was like, for what? But I guess it gets scary when the cat tries to eat him. That's
Yeah.
why.
I was scared.
The runtime. The runtime was an hour and 24 minutes. Perfect time for a movie. That's
Perfect time.
Yeah,
Not
you don't
too
need to
long.
go exactly. The Little family adopt a charming young mouse named Stuart, but the family cat wants rid of him. The cat is played by the guy that plays Timon. What's his name? Fucking Nathan Fillion. No.
Yeah.
Yes?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
No. Oh, God damn it.
I'm not the best with actors.
Okay. Anyways, the cat's played by that guy.
Yeah.
The guy that plays Damn it. Okay, so I have starring Michael J. Fox, Gina Davis, and Hugh Lowry. It was directed by Rob Minkoff. And guess who helped write this? So I have
Mel Brooks.
E.B. White, Greg Brooker, and M. Night Shyamalan.
Are you serious?
Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan helped write Stuart Little.
Well, that explains why it's so good.
Yeah, because he helped.
Yeah.
And didn't write the whole thing. Guess how much it cost to make this movie, Ethan?
All right. $2 million.
No, it's more than that.
$13 million.
It's more than that.
$40 million.
It's more than that.
$60 million.
It's more than that.
$200 million.
You're getting close, but
It's more?
No, it's not. I'm
Woo.
sorry. Hold on. It's 105 to 133 million dollars.
Wow.
Nathan Lane. God damn it. Nathan
Gotcha.
Lane. That's
Gotcha.
who the
Yeah.
cat was. Okay. Guess how much money it made though?
So it cost $130 million to make.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say $300 million.
How did you see this before?
No.
How did you do that?
Are you serious?
Spot
I got
on.
it right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
300 million.
That's dope.
I have a review. Would you like to hear about this?
Is it good or bad?
It's a bad review for one of the most
Oh, what an
delightful
asshole.
movies. Listen
Asshole.
to this. You are not joking. This review was posted in 2021, so fairly recently, especially since this movie came out
People
in
are
99.
still shitting on Stuart.
That's what I'm
Little.
saying. Like, what are you doing in 2021 that you got time to not only watch Stuart Little, but then go on
Oh
IMDb
my
and put a
gosh.
negative review?
You know what I want to do today?
What a killjoy.
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna review the Rugrats. Like what?
I don't understand why people feel it necessary to review anything at all, but okay. Anyways, here it goes. This mouse just makes me undesirably angry.
Oh.
I hate him with a passion. He has those little eyes that stare into your soul and make you feel disgusted with yourself for things you
What?
never did. He is slowly drenching my soul out of my body, and every time I look at him, I want him to drench it faster. He has a head that is shaped in a weird way, and his eyes are forward-facing, and therefore he's a predator, which makes me all the more scared of him. Does not pass the vibe check.
He is 4.
Who's 4?
He's 4.
The poster?
The guy writing this message is 4.
Years old?
Yes.
It meant mentally.
Has to be. I don't like him because his eyes are weird.
He has
and
a
his
weird
nose is-
head.
His nose is crazy. And he does not pass the vibe check.
Yeah, well, maybe the 4-year-old's using like a talk to text, because I don't think 4-year-olds can type, can they? And also, why would a 4-year-old be on IMDb?
It was an exaggeration.
I know, I'm just
He's
kidding.
young, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, he's obviously young.
And also, what is this telltale heart type of like the crazy eye is making me go insane type of? I don't know. It's weird.
It's weird. Fuck that guy.
It's weird.
Watch Stuart Little, everyone. It's fucking great. Do you have anything?
$300 million.
Do you have anything left to say? Yeah, $300 million can't fucking lie,
Has to be a
guy.
good movie.
Come on.
Well, think of no. Continue.
It doubled its money.
I was gonna make a reference I don't want to make, so let's continue.
Let's continue then. Do you have anything left you want to say about family or Stuart Little?
Enjoy your family.
Enjoy your Stuart Little. All right, it is time for segments. Woo! All right, so the whole plan got kind of fucked, but that's okay because we're gonna make the best of it. Ethan,
I'm here.
this is your unofficial 4th time on this podcast.
This is my entrance exam.
This is your official 2nd time on this podcast, but unofficially you've been on this podcast 4 times. The first time was when you did this.
Come on, Tony, we're gonna be late for class.
Classic.
The second time was when you called us.
Yep.
The third time was 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
and then today. So, yes, it's time for your entry exam into the Darmy. We have to make it official. Your
All right.
official Darmy entry exam. Are you ready?
No, but let's do it.
Uh-oh. No, this isn't it. This is the other thing.
Did you crumble it?
Hold on. Okay, I'm good. You ready?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Ethan. First question for the Ethan's entry exam. What was it like growing up, bro?
I kind of lived in two worlds.
Okay.
I had some family that was very well off,
Mhm.
had some money. And then I had some family that was cockroaches and rats and, stuff like that. So I kind of got the best of both worlds. So it was weird because I grew up with a bunch of rich people at my school, and I was like the only poor kid. I had an Android, which apparently that's a bad thing.
I had an Android.
Both of us got Androids. We get so much flack for it, dude. I still get bullied to this day for having an Android.
I think I still have an Android, yeah. Is this an Android?
Yes, that is an Android.
Does this do Android?
But
What's
anyway,
wrong with Android? Are we not cool
I
because
don't
we don't have an
know.
iPhone? Fuck that.
I don't know. Growing up, it was good for the most part. My parents split up when I was very young.
Mm-hmm.
Never got married, so I kind of lived like between them two, right? That's kind of what I was saying. Like I had one side that was like very,
Oh, I got you.
yeah.
Mhm.
But then I moved to Florida when I was 10, and so I had family that was still living in Philadelphia because I grew up in Philly, which, by the way, is not
Would you say you grew up in
the
West
greatest city in the
Philadelphia?
world.
Did you grow up in West Philadelphia?
I was born and raised.
Uh-huh.
I was at a playground.
Yeah? Is this why you moved to Florida? Were you at this
With
playground
all
that
these
spent
kids calling my name.
most of your days? Nope.
Couple of guys.
Fucked up. You fucked up the thing. Couple of guys.
Moving on.
No, they were up to no good.
And they started making trouble.
Where? Where did they make the trouble?
I forgot. What's the next line?
In my neighborhood.
Got one little fight. My mom got scared to me. Which idea we're going by there? But it was Florida.
But you're moving into your auntie and uncle in Florida.
Yes. So I moved to Florida when I was 10.
Nice.
And, I got kind of stuck between Philadelphia and Florida. I would fly back and forth very frequently.
Did you
And,
spend your summers in Philly?
I did.
You're lucky because you didn't have to deal with the Florida heat so much.
Yeah. That was pretty nice. But
Cool.
it was very cold in the winters because I spent my winters there too.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
So you know snow. You and Brian both know snow.
Oh yeah.
I don't know snow.
You don't know snow?
I don't know snow.
It's the thing that falls from the sky.
I
when
know
it's all
what
cold.
snow is, Ethan. What I mean is I never had to deal with snow on a regular basis growing up. Yeah.
Yeah. But I lived in Florida for a while. I have a stepdad. I'm really cool with him. So
Cool.
that's all
cool.
good.
Good.
And I mean, kind of a damper. I lost my dad when I was 14, but it's been a while. I've been doing a lot better, moving on,
Good.
So
Good.
life is good,
Mhm. I knew
Yeah.
you when that happened.
Yeah. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. We've known each other for so long.
For so long. Oh God. Okay, how about this next one? First of all, I'm very sorry to hear. I'm always sorry to hear
Yeah,
that, but I love you, Ethan. Just so you know.
It is what it is. homie.
Can you think of a time where your antics might have gotten into a spat of trouble? Nothing legal, I'm saying, but because you're a funny dude, Ethan. But sometimes, if you're anything like me, and I hope that you're not, because I'm kind of a fuck up. Doing a podcast. Have you seen the ceiling of where I work?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Stains. I didn't realize ceilings could get stains.
yeah.
Like, who was drinking coffee upside down?
That's so much better than what I was gonna say.
Someone shit on the ceiling? Who?
What were we talking about? We were talking about poop in the beginning of the episode, weren't we? Were we saying something about poop?
It was cold-blooded shit because of the
that's what-
family.
There you go. There's some cold-blooded or some cold poop blood.
Yeah, man. What were we talking about?
Fuck. Oh, did you get
my
into trouble?
antics. My
Yeah.
antics. I didn't get into a lot of trouble. I was very bad in school.
Were you?
Middle school, I was terrible.
Like terrible behavior-wise or terrible grade-wise or both?
Both.
Oh.
My first report card, I had 3 Ds on it.
Wow.
Yep. Teachers
I say
hated
that like I'm not judging. I was terrible,
Right.
especially in middle school.
Teachers hated me. I got my shit together in high school, which is good.
Good.
The number one thing I learned about high school: kiss ass. Get on your teacher's good sides. That will set you up, and that goes for anything. Like I have so many connections because I'm a musician. I have a lot of connections with people because I get on their good sides. I'm like, I need someone to cover me for this. I can just call this person up right now because I'm on their good side, you know?
Sure.
So, little tip, especially in high school.
Social currency. That's what that's called.
Social currency. Gotcha. Not kiss ass stuff.
Yeah,
Kiss ass is too much.
We don't kiss ass.
Kiss ass is like, yeah, I was thinking the same thing you were thinking.
We don't want to kiss ass. Although I see what you're saying.
Right.
And it's more like ingratiating yourself.
Yeah.
Showing, showing people respect before demanding that they show you respect
Right. Yep. Yep.
first. So you told me something before we hit record. So there's a big monumental thing happening in not necessarily your life, I suppose.
In my mom's life?
Yeah, I don't know if you want to talk about it or not.
Oh, yeah, we can talk about it.
Okay, so you're going to have an addition to your family.
I am having my first sibling.
That's awesome.
It's crazy because I've
Another
gone
addition to
so
the dam.
long without a sibling.
Yeah. And now
And I don't
you'll
know
never go back to that.
what the fuck to do.
You'll never go back to that ever.
Right. And I'm old
Are you gonna
enough.
teach him piano?
Hopefully, yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm
What if
old
he's
enough.
better than you?
Then I'll move to Ecuador.
You'll move to Ecuador. You'll get a job somewhere similar to this place.
Yeah.
Start your own shitty podcast.
I'm old enough to the point where if they ask me to change his diaper, I gotta do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like he's crying in the middle of the night, I gotta go over there and be the third parent.
Yep.
And I'm gonna grow up with this kid. And I'm gonna be like, I saw your penis a lot. And it was weird. It was weird for me. It wasn't weird for you. It was weird for me.
God, never mind.
Okay.
Remind me to tell you when we're done what I thought you were gonna say.
Okay. But yeah,
I wrote it down. Penis moment.
it's great because I get a lot of humor from my dad. This kid isn't gonna have my dad. This kid's gonna have my stepdad.
Yeah, but he's also gonna have you.
But that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
This kid's gonna have my dad through me.
That's cool.
Yeah.
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 Fuck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome as shit.
So it's a good experience for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Have you ever been injured, Ethan, growing up? Did you ever get injured?
Yep, I
Yeah?
did. Well, okay. I didn't break anything.
Okay.
I have scars. I didn't
Ooh.
break anything.
Chicks dig scars.
When they're on your knees?
No. That says something very different. Elaborate, please.
In my freshman year of high school, I'm not trying to date it, but I had a situation where I had to bike to school because I couldn't take the bus.
Uh-huh.
And the school is 5 miles away from my house. So it's a long bike ride. So by the end of the bike ride, I'm winded. I might not be paying attention to my full extent, right? I'm just trying to get to school. I'm like, oh my God. It was in the middle of winter too. And for anyone who doesn't know about Florida, like Florida gets noticeably cold. Like it doesn't get that cold, but like you can tell like, why the fuck did I come here? I was trying to get away from the cold.
Exactly.
But it still gets cold. So it was a cold day. I was biking. I have on all these jackets. I got my instrument on my back, my violin on my back. I got my backpack on my front, right? And I'm biking to school. There's this giant crosswalk you got to cross before you get into the school area.
Mm-hmm.
And Route 56. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't say that. There's this giant route right next to the school, right?
There you go.
And
Gots to be careful.
it's this very busy, very fast-paced road. A lot of people are driving fast, turning into the intersection. I'm midway through the crosswalk. First of all, you're a biker. You check all ways.
Of course.
You're good. I'm crossing through the crosswalk. There's nothing. I got the right of way. I get T-boned by a car making a left
Ugh.
into the road in the crosswalk, right on the side of me. Right, I'm biking. I'm standing on the bike. Like how you stand to get extra
to
speed.
get going. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm standing. A car, not a bike.
Not a
A
bike.
car just T-bones me right from the side of my bike. Gets me right in my legs. That's why I have leg scars. And I flip over the car like I'm John Wick. Like I'm literally tumbling over like tumbleweed. Right.
Yeah.
It was a spooky experience because I remember being in the air for so long, and I was like, I was in the air. I couldn't see anything because I was spinning, and I was like, when am I gonna land? Right? Like at the entire time I was in the air, I was like, can I fucking land?
Can we get this over with, please?
Like I know I got hit by a car. Just let me get on the floor, please. But I'm in the air for at least what felt to be 5 minutes in my head, just spinning. You know, I tumble on the ground. I'm down there lying, and I'm like, oh God, my legs! Call an ambulance!
My leg. Like the SpongeBob guy.
my leg. And you know, this girl comes up and she's like, oh my God, I just hit you with my car.
Was it a student?
She was a senior in high
Oh
school.
my gosh.
And she hit another kid before me.
Like right before you, or
No, but she
needs to take her license and
she had a record with hitting children.
yeah, she sure did.
In cars, on
Uh-huh.
bikes. She comes up to me, you know, first of all, ambulances come, obviously they call 911.
Of course.
There's a witness nearby, sees everything, and is like, oh my God, are you serious? What the fuck are you doing?
In Soviet Russia, car bikes you.
Good callback, dude.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I'm laying on the ground, ambulances come by. The shittiest part of this whole story, the cop has to call my mom and let him know where I'm at, right?
Yeah.
Because they got to be like, hey, your son just got hit by a car.
Yeah.
They call my mom and they say, your son just got hit by a car. We're on this specific road that shall not be disclosed.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom is like, oh my God, is he okay? And the cop said, I'm not at liberty to say that. I'm literally conscious on the ground.
Yeah, but he can't.
No, it was a she, first of all.
Oh, well, she can't.
Can't assume shit. But I'm on the ground. I'm talking to her like, how's it going, guys? I just got hit by a car. And she's like, I don't know if he's okay. Like, she didn't even tell my mom if I was conscious or not.
But that's not what she asked.
Right. But as far as my mom knows, I'm dead on the ground like a pancake in Looney
Correct.
Tunes. Just
Correct.
like, you know?
Correct. But the cop unfortunately has to protect herself. If the cop had given your mom
But
any misinformation whatsoever.
Here's the thing. I was in a mental state where I could perfectly talk to my mom on my own. She could hand the phone over to me.
So according to the cop, you should have done that.
Right. And she could hand the phone over to me and I could be like, hey, Mom, listen. Like,
Well,
something
and I
like
think
that.
if your mom had said, "Was he awake? Can I talk to him?" Maybe she would have done that too. But
true.
we don't think, as parents, I wouldn't think to ask that.
Yeah.
You think hit by a car, you're thinking worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
So my mom gets there. She is a mess
Mhm.
because she had probably a good 5 to 10 minutes where she was questioning,
Yeah.
you know, her
My
son's
God,
life.
I don't know what I would do if I got that call about
Seriously.
my daughter.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Stepdad right beside her. You know, he was equally as not equally as my mom, but you know, he was also like
He was
he
concerned,
was
I'm
struck.
sure.
Yeah, exactly. And I stood up within like 10 minutes. Like literally when my mom pulled up, I was standing up.
Ah,
Yeah.
you're so brave.
Lucky is the word.
God, can you imagine if you stood up?
No,
Oh
but
God,
so they sat next to me and they were like, "You want to try to stand up?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can do it."
I can do it.
And then so first I sat up and they were like, "Oh God!" Like because I was shaking and they were like, "Oh God, this kid's gonna die."
He's
And I
going
was-
into shock.
And I was like, I'm fine. And then I stood up. As soon as I stood up, something in my stomach was like, this is not going to work.
Oh wow.
Something in my stomach was like, nope, not happening. But I still stood up and I was just like, all right, okay. My mom got there. I was standing up. I was fine. She took me to the hospital. And, you know, my dad was around at the time. He texted me probably 5 minutes later after I got hit by the car. 5 minutes after I got hit by the car. He sent me a GIF of the Pee-wee, remember the Pee-wee Herman movie?
Uh-huh.
So Pee-wee Herman is on the bike and he's doing like tricks and then he runs into a car and flies off the bike. My dad sent me that GIF. Transported to the hospital, didn't break anything,
Thank God.
but yeah.
Did they tell you what was wrong with your stomach? Or was it just like a muscle thing?
It was just like I got hit by a car, homie.
You probably, because your backpack was in front of you.
The reason
How
that
did you land? Do you remember? Do you remember if you landed on your side?
I
or
landed on my back.
Oh, what about your violin? Was it okay?
No.
Oh.
Well, no. Actually, I had a bulletproof case. Like it's a really good case.
Mhm.
The bridge was a little messed up, but it was a quick fix. The reason that I mentioned that it was cold outside is because I had so much protection. I had two pairs of jeans on.
Yeah.
I had 2 pairs of jackets on. I had my helmet on, which,
Thank
by the
goodness.
way, wear a helmet saves lives.
Always.
We looked at the wreckage of the car afterwards. I fucking wrecked her car.
Yeah.
There was an imprint in the windshield of where my head went.
Oh,
It was like a
if
crater.
you weren't wearing a helmet,
Exactly. It was like a crater in the windshield of where my helmet was. Imagine if I didn't have a helmet.
I'd rather not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Safety first.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Last one of this thing is, can you describe a typical Friday night for me, Ethan?
I got you, homie.
You don't have to go too in depth.
Typical Friday night. I come home.
Mm-hmm.
My parents are either in the living room or up in bed.
Mm-hmm.
And we either watch a movie, or if they're in bed, I'm probably watching something on my phone, eating nuts, drinking water.
I'm sorry. Drinking water.
I drink a shit.
See what I did there?
What?
Everyone thought I was going to comment on the fact that you were at home on a Friday instead of going out. I did it again. I'm avoiding the nuts.
All right. Anyways, so yeah, it's honestly, I have the most boring Friday nights out of anyone ever. Sometimes I go over to my friend Jaden's house, play video games.
Now you work here. Don't say names.
My name's Ethan.
Okay.
Anyways, I'll tell you my dream Friday night.
Go.
My dream Friday night is I come home. A new pair of sneakers is at my door that I ordered a week ago. It just came in a package at the door. So I'm like, my new pair of sneakers is here. I take it into the living room. I open up Netflix. There's a comedy special by a new comedian that I haven't seen before. I take a bowl of ramen noodles, heat it up. I put the sneakers on the couch.
I thought you were going to say I put the sneakers in the ramen noodles.
This is a weird type
Wait,
of...
what?
I put the sneakers on the couch, get the ramen noodles, put it on a table. I lotion up my hands. My hands are smooth.
Uh-huh.
This is literally my dream night. I'm telling you, my dream night. And while I'm watching the comedy special, I lace up my new shoes.
Why the lotion, though?
My hands get dry.
Oh.
That's it.
Okay.
It's not
You
that
weren't
interesting.
leading people.
But like literally, I have the weirdest. But the reason I say that is because that happened before.
Oh.
That exact night happened before, and I was like, I wish this was every Friday.
It'd be expensive.
Yeah.
Also, it'd be a lot for Netflix to produce a new comedy special every week.
They have a
just for
lot of
Ethan.
comedy. It's fine.
I guess so. Okay, so next one is very similar to this one. All right, we're going to rapid fire this one. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, what's your favorite food?
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Off
no.
to a good
Oh,
start.
God. Oxtail.
Okay, never had it myself. Is it good?
It's good. It's Caribbean food.
Okay, I mean, I'm aware of what it is. I've never had it. What's your favorite movie?
Shit. Oh shit. Is that a movie?
No, not to my knowledge.
Billy Madison. You haven't seen it.
Nope. What's your most hated band?
Imagine Dragons.
Yeah.
Or anything country music past 2010.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Cool. What's your most hated chore to do at home? Do you hate chores?
Cat litter.
Yeah, that's gross.
And also, it's worse when sometimes we have to put the cat litter outside on the porch when like we have to like clean the whole house.
Yeah.
So not only is it cat poop, but it's also steamy because it's out on the porch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Worst, least favorite. Yeah.
You ever see Anchorman? Of course you've seen Anchorman.
Of course.
You will
That's
eat
my
that.
favorite. That's my favorite movie. Anchorman's my favorite movie.
You can't change your answer.
What are you talking about?
You said Billy Madison. Now I'm going to play the Yaz flute.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, man.
Billy Madison's a good movie.
Okay. But Anchorman has Yaz flute. And he shoots fire out of it.
I'm in a glass cage of emotions.
You eat that for talking about my city. He's got the cat poop. I will
Yeah.
not eat cat poop.
Do you remember the scene where he came home to his dog and he was like, "You ate the chicken? You shit in the fridge? Huh? I'm not even mad.
not
I'm
even mad.
impressed."
Oh, Baxter, I'll take you to foggy London town. I love that movie. What are we talking about?
You had more rapid fire questions?
I did. You said cat litter. What's the most trouble you ever got into?
I was
Did you say
taking
that already?
I was taking a trip with my orchestra. I was in a high school orchestra,
Uh-huh.
and we took a field trip for 3 days at Disneyland.
Mhm.
This isn't rapid fire. It's a story. I'm sorry.
I like stories. Go.
Okay. All right. We were taking a field trip at Disneyland.
Mm-hmm.
Every one of us has our own rooms. It's 4 people to a room, and they're monitored very carefully. Because imagine shit happens in Disneyland, and then the teacher's got to tell the parents, we were taking care of your son, and now he's nowhere."
Mm-hmm.
The rooms are monitored very carefully. I'm in a room with 4 other guys. We all have keys.
Mm-hmm.
We all go into the hotel room, drop off our stuff, then we got to go out and get our luggage from the bus. We go outside. Well, actually, it was just 3 of us that were in there. The 4th one was still getting his bass. He played bass, the upright bass, which is the huge one. Yeah, exactly. He had to go get it and pack it away from the bus or whatever. So all 3 of us are in the hotel room. We have the 4th guy's key. We go outside. We lock the door. We go downstairs. And I said, do any of you have the key? And all of them said, no. And I said, all of the fucking keys are inside of that hotel room right now. We've been here for 2 minutes. and then we go out and we see the bassist and he's like, what happened? Because he's so out of the loop. It took us 30 minutes to get new keys. And like we couldn't participate in some certain stuff and stuff like that. And listen, I've been a safe kid most of my life. This isn't a huge amount of trouble to get in, but it's definitely the stupidest thing I've ever done. 4 people, each having their own individual keys, all left in a hotel room. Yeah.
Classic.
Dumb shit.
Okay. Ethan, as part of your entry exam into the Darmy, I would like to ask you, what would you improve, if anything?
Your intro, man.
My intro?
Yes.
What's wrong with my intro?
First of all, I don't know any of the words of the intro.
The theme song, you mean? Or
yes,
you mean
the theme song.
When I'm goofy and I go,
You
don't know the words.
No, because you're yelling and the audio is crap.
No, but if you watch the video with closed captioning, it tells you.
You have closed captioning?
On all the YouTube videos.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You know what's really fun? My mom actually told me this. You know what's really fun is sometimes YouTube guesses at what we're saying.
Yes.
So oftentimes it will just be completely a separate episode in and of itself.
Yeah. That's my favorite shit.
Yeah.
But the point is, your theme song, like you got just
what? Mason made a whole thing based on that theme song.
Let me recite to you what I hear every Monday.
Okay, go.
And by the way, the audio is bad, so I'm gonna stand away from the mic. And we all got I don't know any of the words.
Would you like me to tell you what the words are?
Yes, go for it.
We used to be extreme kids. You know,
Sure.
hold on, I'll do you one better. Here we go. We used to be extreme kids, now we all got mortgages. We used to be cool, now that time is gone. So get the fuck off our lawn. Nah.
Okay.
That's pretty good. Come on, man. I think what you're saying is we just need to re-record the theme song.
Yes, you definitely do.
Okay, well that can be done.
Because it is almost ineligible.
But you understand why I'm cautious to re-record it though, because if I that's Mason on like the 9-foot grand.
Oh,
I mean, it's the same performance that's on the end of every episode. It's just one. So like we could re-record the vocals, I suppose, and still use the piano. But yeah, it's Mason.
Right. Okay. I
And
understand.
since he's no longer with us.
R.I.P. Can we have a moment of silence?
Can we have a moment of silence for Major Mason and all of his Einsteinery? No, I'm just kidding. I love you, Mason. He will come back and talk about Italy at some point.
That's awesome.
But only when Brian's here, because him and Brian have sort of a repertoire. That's not a word.
Repertoire?
That's not the word I was thinking of. Tit for tat.
Okay.
Spit for spat.
Tit for tat sounds
I don't know.
funny.
They love each other. Listen, we were going to talk about comic books, but we are already pretty close to the hour.
Yeah, man.
And I'm sure you have to get home soon, so we're going to skip right down to Jad jokes. How does that sound?
Jad jokes sounds awesome.
Jad jokes. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Nice.
How many do you have?
I have. Let me pull out my list really quick.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to DadBod. That's my intro.
2, 3, 4,
That sound
5,
silly?
6, 7, 8. I have 8 as well.
Okay, so should we go back and forth or should we rapid fire?
1 second.
Okay. 1 second and counting. I'll tell you what, I'll just get started.
All right, go for it. Go
All
for
right.
it.
We have the drum and we have the your joke is shit. All right.
Gotcha.
About a month before he died, my uncle had his back covered in lard. After that, he went downhill fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, let's trade. Let's
Okay,
trade.
go.
I just flew into town yesterday.
Uh-huh.
My arms are pretty tired.
Uh-huh. That was good.
But I just imagine someone like flapping their arms like wings.
Oh, God, I'm almost there. When I was a boy, I had a disease that required me to eat dirt 3 times a day in order to survive.
Mhm.
It's a good thing my older brother told me about it.
Okay. What do you call a man who's angry that he doesn't have enough bread?
I don't know. What?
Lactose intolerant.
That's funny. Please go play with your brother. That's basically the reason why we had him.
Damn.
All of mine are family oriented.
That hits too close to home.
It's gonna be, yeah.
For many people, yeah. All right.
They're gonna tell you to play with your brother.
So here's another lactose intolerant joke.
Go.
What do you call a non-binary person who is lactose intolerant?
What?
Non-bi-dairy.
Jeez. Okay, I refuse to believe that my road worker father was stealing from his job, but when I got home, all the signs were there.
Why the fuck would he steal road sign?
Why not, dude? I want a stop sign. Darmy, if you guys can get me a stop sign, send it to P.O. Box. Don't send me shit.
Did you hear that Steve Harvey beat the shit out of his wife?
No?
It was a real family feud.
Jesus. I thought that was real for a second. All right. My sister bet I couldn't make a car out of spaghetti. You should have seen her face as I drove pasta.
Yeah, that's good. All right. What do you call... Oh, no. What do you call a virgin in Alabama?
Oh, God. What?
An orphan.
Oh. Remember, children, the best way to get a puppy for Christmas is to beg for a baby brother.
All these terrible family jokes. Speaking of family joke, you ready?
Uh-huh.
We just found out that my grandfather is addicted to taking Viagra. No one is taking it harder than my grandma.
That's really good, dude. May I retaliate with one that is very fucked up?
Go for it.
I saw my dad. Mm-hmm. Start over. I saw my dad chopping up onions today and I cried. Onions was a good dog.
Oh, God. And you said dog at the beginning,
I
so
did.
I was like, where is the dog coming into this joke? I can tell he fucked up.
Yeah.
This next one isn't even a riddle. It's not my last one. I have a good closer. This isn't I meant to say this isn't a joke. This is more of a riddle.
Okay.
What's a 3-letter word that starts with gas?
Gas?
No.
What?
Try a 3-letter word that
A
starts with gas. You give up?
Sure.
Car.
Fucking A. Fine, here's my closer. Are you ready? I
Yeah.
bought my son a fridge for Christmas. I can't wait to see his face light up when he opens it.
Okay. Okay. So listen. This next joke. This joke comes from like the 1940s.
Mm-hmm.
This is an old ass joke.
Okay.
This is right in the middle of World War II. And it's old. So keep in mind that while I think this joke is hilarious, most people will not. Mr. and Mrs. Brown hear a siren go off that a bombing is nearby. They evacuate the house immediately. As they are walking away from their house, Miss Brown quickly turns to Mr. Brown and says, "Mr. Brown, my husband, I have forgotten my teeth and I need to go home and retrieve them. Mr. Brown turns to her and says, "What the fuck do you need your teeth for? Do you think the Nazis are throwing sandwiches?"
Okay.
That's literally the entire joke.
Yeah, alrighty. We're going to go down to the sock hop later and have some sassafras and sarsaparilla. Because we're old.
Okay.
Because those are old things.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Awesome. All right, that's it for dad jokes. You got it. Is that you're done?
That's it for me, man.
Woo! That means, you guys, it's time for the outro. Time for the outro. If you guys are still listening to us an hour and 4 minutes into this shit, I do that every week. We would just like to say thanks. Ethan, thank you for hanging out with me, dude.
I am here.
If you weren't, I would just be talking to, it would be like, here, just say nothing, and this would be how it'd go. Ready? Hello, everyone. Welcome to DadBodPod. My name is Andrew, and today we're going to talk about family. It would be bad. I had some thoughts. I was like, well, what if I record my half of the episode?
And then you record another
And
half
then
where you're
I
interviewing
guess
yourself. Genius.
Yeah? Maybe I'll try it one time if this ever happens again. But Brian's never allowed to go on vacation again, so it doesn't matter. So it's fine. Brian, we miss you very much, and we hope that you're out there doing the thing that you're up there doing. We look forward to your notes when you get back, because you would have already heard this episode. So we look forward to seeing how you did.
Yeah.
So we did that. We said thanks. Thanks, everybody. Do you have any shout outs, Ethan? Would you like to shout anybody out?
Shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Brown for,
Avoiding the Nazis?
the whole Nazi
Yeah.
shindig.
Hope she got some teeth.
Shout out to the cop that killed those weirdos, the family or whatever,
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck all them.
Shout out to
Okay.
All right, I'm done.
Alrighty, I would like to shout out Brian because he's not here and he's up there. Hi, Brian. I would like to shout out all of Brian's family because he's up there visiting family. Hi, Bosco family. Well, you guys should just come down here and then you could all be on the podcast. Or maybe Ethan and I will go up there. Who knows? I would like to shout out Ethan because you're right there. Hi, Ethan.
I'm right here.
And I would like to shout out my friend Melissa, who I will not see this week, but that's okay. Melissa, you're very cool. I hope you got your phone fixed. Ethan, I don't think I've ever asked this of you. Is there any way that somebody can comfortably get in touch with you? Meaning, not your phone number, not any sort of personal avenue, but do you have like a, I know you're a musician. Do you have like an email that somebody could use to be like, man, you're good?
I do.
If you're comfortable with leaving it here, you can. If you'd rather not,
Sure.
I understand.
Yeah. So I do private lessons.
Oh,
for
do
piano.
it, man.
And it's my full name is on the email.
Okay.
I know you don't do names, but
Maybe I'll just leave it in the description. How about that? That way you don't have to say it.
Yeah.
Is that better?
But if you email the thing in the description, you can text me and be like, "Hey, my son, I want him to play piano. He doesn't want to play piano. I want him to play, so teach him." And I'll be like, "I need money. Let's fucking do it."
I will make your kid play piano.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
But also, Ethan, you play piano. So if somebody needs somebody to play piano, don't sell yourself short.
True. You can, if you need an accompaniment.
That's what I'm
or
saying.
If you need,
I know the
a
school
gig
year
or
just
something.
started. The school year just started. This goes out. Can I? Is this okay?
Yeah.
This goes out to people in our area. You know who you are because you know where we are if you know who you are. But the school year just started. Anybody who has a student, that's maybe a brass or a woodwind that's going to have a solo towards the end of the school year.
Or a violinist.
Or a violinist. I know a very good piano accompaniment, and he's sitting right across from me.
Yo.
Yeah. So, yeah, just check out the description if you guys are interested, or if you would just like to tell him how much more funnier his jokes were than mine. But if you'd like to get in contact with DadBod, you could do so by leaving a comment underneath this video. Also, while you're there, please like and subscribe. Or you could leave us an email at dadboddband@gmail.com, and that takes you to our inbox box.
In that box.
I have some emails, Ethan, believe it or not. Do you want me to read them? Doesn't matter, because that's what I'm going to do. This one
Okay.
comes from Fionly fans. Fiona Lee.
Like Fiona, like from Shrek?
I think it was a name before it was a character, but yes. Nice episode, guys. The Jams and Jellies was interesting. Also, we heard Satan on the Conspiracy episode. Give us a song sung by Nomi. That's a great fucking idea.
Ooh.
Holy shit, Brian.
Yeah, Brian,
We're
listen.
going to have to get Nomi on the phone and get him to sing a song. You're right. We did have Satan on the Conspiracy episode, and the Jams and Jellies was interesting. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Jody had the apple bottom jeans. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, next one. This one comes to us from a person named Wafflefish. Hey, DadBod, I've been listening for a little while, and I just want to say you guys need to make actual videos so we can attach faces and voices. Dads, rise up. Maybe. I don't have a computer that's beefy enough for videos.
Didn't you post like a picture of yourself wearing like New Balances and stuff like that? Like, yeah.
Yeah, and I posted a picture of Brian when he was making Mason that drink.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this one is from Solar Bowler. If you had to move somewhere, but you could choose where would it be, and why would it be my home state of Ohio?
What?
That's what this person said. I didn't write this one.
Okay.
I don't write any of them, but I didn't write this one.
You can choose anywhere in the world.
You can choose anywhere you want to go, but why would it be Ohio? I think they just want you to move to Ohio.
Because shit didn't work out the way I thought it would.
Yeah.
You realize how only people from Ohio like Ohio?
Did you know that there's a Miami in Ohio?
No, but of course they decided our state is so fucking boring. I'm sorry.
No,
that they needed
I
to
learned
steal.
that from The Office.
Okay.
All right, last one. This is a person named Tried and True Tony. More song! Do wake me up before you go now! Ah!
Wake me up
Before you go. That's the song.
Yep.
Jitterbug. I just needed a recording of you going Jitterbug. Yeah, you've got that sort of Seinfeld thing going for you. That's our emails, Ethan. That was cool, right?
That was cool.
That was cool. All right, you guys.
It was a cool pool party. It was a pool party. Cool pool party.
that?
La la la.
I don't know what song that is.
There was a cool party for the cool kids in my school.
What's happening?
We're so cool in my pool. It's my school in my pool. The Aquabats. The fucking Aquabats.
I missed that one. I don't know that song.
Oh.
I know almost all the Aquabats song. What album is this off of?
No, I don't know the album. I just know it starts. It starts off and the guy's like, "We're gonna have a wicked cool pool party," and the guy at the other side's phone's like, "Oh yeah, it's so cool."
Is this
in
Travis
my
Barker
pool."
era?
I think so.
You think so? I'm gonna have to cut out that big bump.
Sorry.
No, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
Actually, yes, I am.
Got it.
When did that happen? 1, 1, 1. All right, I think we're done, Ethan.
All right.
We just have one last thing. Well, do you have anything you want to say about family or fucked up families or dad jokes?
Reach out.
Reach out.
Just fucking reach out.
Freak out.
You know, everyone has stuff going on in their families. You know, you might have someone who's got shit going on or whatever the case might be. And sometimes they don't always need advice. Sometimes they just need you to reach out and let them know that you're thinking about them.
That's good advice, dude.
Yeah.
That is good advice. All right, Ethan, I have one more thing to say. Are you going to say it with me?
Yup.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Dad's
Rise
Rise
Up! That was cool. Okay, we'll see everybody on Monday at 5. Bye, Brian. Say bye to Brian.
Oh, bye, Brian.
Bye, Brian. Okay, bye.